Okay, welcome to Izzo's place. So, got a battery symbol came up on my dashboard of my van, and I'm going to determine if it's the alternator or not. It's probably the alternator, but I'm going to show you what the guy at O'Reilly's told me to do to verify that the alternator is not working as it's supposed to. It's definitely not the belt. The belt's nice and tight. Belt turns the alternator pulley. So here's the next step. So I'm going to be turning on the car, and then I'm going to be taking the positive terminal off. If you decide to do this, please do this at your own risk. My videos are designed just to show you that anyone can do this, not necessarily designed to be a how-to. So once I've started the car, because I realized I didn't explain this beforehand, once I've started the car, I should be able to take the positive clamp off of the battery terminal. And if the car stays on, then it's not the alternator, it's some other problem. If the car dies when I pull that, then the problem is the alternator. Okay, the car is on, but the battery is not. The battery sign is not on, but if I left it on long enough, the battery sign would probably come back on. So I'm going to pull that off of the terminal. If the car dies, alternator's bad. Okay, there we go. The problem is the alternator. Now, I know of a cheat to possibly get the alternator working, so I'm going to try it. All right, so I've got the battery charged enough that the car is starting again. I have sprayed the alternator down with WD-40, which is the quick and dirty trick a fella online said will get you just enough life out of your alternator to get it to a mechanic and get it repaired. I have the alternator already. I'm changing it today, but I wanted to just do this as an experiment and see if it actually works. So when I turn on the car and then pull off that positive battery, if the fix worked, then the car will keep running. If the car dies again, then the fix did not work. Again, do all this at your own risk. Okay, it did not work, at least not in my case. So, all right, time to change an alternator. Okay, for this project, it's hard to see. The alternator is way down here. This is one of the wires that goes to the alternator. So we got to get that out. We got to take the belt off of it. And to help facilitate getting that out, we're going to loosen these two things, which is, I think, is this power steering? It's either power steering or brakes. This is coolant overflow tank. We're going to loosen those. We're going to loosen this. We're going to loosen these lines and a couple other lines down there. But I'll try to do my best to get you video of them on each step.
Okay, for some of this I forgot to record audio. So basically here I'm telling you to make sure your battery's not connected, because that could be bad. I'm sorry, more missed audio. So basically this little button here, you have to just pry it out with a screwdriver, and then it will release. It's on a little bracket, so if you wiggle it up, it'll release and be nice and loose for whatever you need to do with it. Okay, here is the power steering. If you push on that, you can release it. Let me show you how to do that. Okay, if we release the screw here, that'll loosen up these pipes, and we need that to be able to get the alternator out.
Okay, so that nut is off of that bolt. Now I'm gonna pull a boot off down here. I'm just gonna do it off camera. Just a lot of the stuff I'm just explaining what I do. It's too hard to hold the camera. Okay, you see that little bit of blue? That is the clip. So it's got like a little lever on it. I'm gonna push the lever and pull it off of the. Oh, okay. So that is now loose. I got the clip off. It's got another wire there that goes somewhere, so I can't bring it up further to show you. But it was very similar to this clip here. Come on. Very similar to this clip here. With this clip, you push on that little lever, and then the clip releases. So it's the same as this clip down here. Okay, our next two moves are to take out that screw, that bolt, and there's one underneath it as well. That's what's going to happen. Okay, those are the two bolts that came out of that location, which is, of course, right there, that hole. Okay, it is hard to see, but I need to, and my hand's in the way. There's a bolt right here underneath the belt that I need to release. That's our next. Okay, to give you a better view, I have the socket on the bolt that we need to take out next. Get it out. That's the bolt. To get it out, I had to push on the tensioner pulley to get some of the tension off of the alternator. And now I believe it's loose. Okay, I'm going to take this bracket off of the alternator to make it easier to get out, because there's not a lot of room. It's just one bolt, probably a 10 millimeter. Oops. Okay, so this is the new one. I totally returned the other one to get the core charge back before videotaping it, but it is identical, except this one's a lot prettier. I did have to take this piece off and attach it to the new one. And I also have the bolt. It didn't seem to come with the bolt, so I have the bolt from there. So this one can go back in, hopefully. But it does look identical to the old one, so I've got a good feeling about this. I did buy a new one of these. I'm gonna see if it's the same size before we do go too far. Okay, cool. It is the correct belt. Good. Gonna put that on after we get the alternator in place. Okay, I didn't film it, but I used my tape measure and a magnet to to locate a bolt that I had dropped, as well as a magnetic screwdriver bit. So I probably should have filmed that. It would have been a good tip. Anyway, we're going to try to put this thing in now. Alright, it eventually wants to be this. So I think we're going to send it down, rotate it, get it into place, jiggle it up, boom, put it in there. Suck on that. Get off there. Come on. Caught him with lines. Come on. Why? Oh, come on. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, come on, your rubber hose. Almost. Oh, okay, past that one. Okay. Okay. We're in the vicinity. Gotta get that pulley arm out of the way. Forgot. Oh, that's not gonna work. Just stay somewhere. Stay somewhere. Stop it. Okay. Ah, I think it just dropped into place. I'll leave that on there. Okay, big pivot bolt goes on next. Oh, look at this. Okay. Should have checked what size bolt I needed for that, or socket rather. Probably the 14. Oops. Okay. I don't think I want it super tight yet, so we're going to wait on that. Okay, now I should be able to put the top bolt in, which is here. I believe this is a 10. Nope. 14, too big. It's going to be a 12. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna have to loosen that bracket that I put on there. And to do that, I bought actual Allen keys. Yay! Who knows how many thousands of these I own, because I keep misplacing them. Someday Izzo will get organized. That is not one of my talents currently. Alright, that sucker's pretty big. I think it's a 5. It's either a 5 or a 5.5. Let's try the 5.5. Come on. Okay, maybe it's a 5. Okay. 5 is too loose. Let's try the 5.5 again, and then we'll switch to standard instead of metric. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. Now that bracket's loose, so that'll let me swivel things and get that hole lined up for the other bolt. Okay. Come on. Come on. No. What? No, I don't know. You'll have to look. Cool. Tell Mickey to get out. Not that I'm aware of. I'm sure I do, but I'm not aware of it. There, thank goodness. Okay, now I'm going to tighten up that Allen key. Alright, I'm gonna pause this. I need to see how the serpentine belt goes on. Gotta find a diagram. Okay, got myself a diagram. Should be easy. Okay. Oh. Okay, I had to reach up in front of the wheel and get it locked onto that first pulley. And it looks like we're on there exactly as we need to be. So, and the bottom of it goes around the air conditioner way down here. Okay. Can't tell if I'm lined up. Yep, lined up good. Okay. Then goes around the alternator that we just did. And goes around the pulley arm. Something's not right, hold on. Oh, okay. So this goes around the idler. Okay. Gotcha. Oh. come on, man. Come on. Come on. Okay, sorry about that. I turned it off because I needed to get Mrs. Izzo in here to help. Because I needed 2 bodies to do this. The serpentine belt is back on. Now we can start putting things back together. So I'm gonna get the electrical back on. It consists of a clip over here, a nut there, and a bolt there. I'll see if I can set up a camera so you can watch. Okay, heard a click, so I think that is in. Now we're gonna put the nut on there. I'm sorry, my hand is in the way. I'll do my best to get you a view, and it's not the best. The boot is in the way. Okay. Come on. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, that feels good. Try to get this boot on here. Oh, we got the boot down here to do too. Let's see. Oh, I change the light. Yeah. There we go. One boot on. Almost. There we go. Alright, so 2 boots on. All we have left is 1 bolt right down here. Okay. Okay. Took a bit of forever. Alright, I got to tighten the pivot bolt. Then possibly what else? I'm just going to make sure all the bolts on the alternator are tight now, and then we'll put other stuff back together. Okay, time to put those two bottles back together. So I'm going to have to pull this stupid one out one more time. And you know what? I should finally look at it and see what it is. Can't even see it. Power steering fluid. Okay. Okay, so we got that out one more time. We gotta start snapping things back in place. Oh, that's right. Okay, so I gotta lift up this bracket. I'm gonna slide the bucket in. And I don't remember what, I think that was just a press-in point. And I did find it underneath the car. Okay, that's in. Okay, we're gonna start snapping tubes back in. There's one. There's two. I think that one went back in on its own. Yep. Let's go ahead and slide this back on here. Here's the power washer. Okay. Come on. Okay. Okay, I feel like I might have bent that a little, but I don't see any kinks, so I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, that's back in. That's in its clamp. All the missing pieces are coming back together. Okay. So I'm missing one. But you know what? No job would be complete without missing parts. It's not over here. That's funny. I'll have to go back and watch the footage. Oh, I'm missing two. Well, if I locate them, I'll put them in. Not going to worry about it. I gotta buy a kit anyway that has a bunch of those. And it's sturdy enough. Alright. Oh, you know what? That's why. That's where the cover for the battery goes. So this one goes here, and then whoever owned this vehicle before me actually lost the two that go there. So I'll replace those down the road. Did that with the back of a knife. Probably should use a screwdriver. Please be safe. Do these things at your own risk. Alright. Alright. Oh yeah, that's right, that one was broken. Okay, we're not going to put the cover back on yet. We are just going to put these battery terminals back on. All right, we're going to do the same test. So I'm going to tighten this one. I don't remember what size, 10? 10. Okay. All right, we're going to put this on, but we're going to put it on loose. I don't know if there's enough power in the battery, so we're going to try starting it, but it's very possible we're going to have to wait while the battery charges. All right, I'm going to take some visuals. May as well take you with me. Okay, the belt looks like it's running very well and normal. I like to see that. I don't see anything spraying out of anywhere, so I haven't injured any hoses. That's important. All right, we're gonna do the test. So we're gonna take this off. That alternator is working like it should. The car should stay running. Ha ha! All right, I'm gonna turn it off. All right, I'm gonna turn that back on. All right, we're in good shape. I'm going to overload it now. I'm going to turn on the AC and all the defrost. We're going to test out the electrical system. We'll get the lights on. And if the battery light doesn't come back on and the car stays running, then this was successful. All right. We tested it. We pulled it off of the positive, and the car kept running. So we know the alternator is working like it should. I'm giving it a stress test right now. I got lights on inside and outside of the car. I've got the radio, the AC, defrost front and back. Oh, let's hit some wipers. We're gonna hit some wipers. I've got a inverter plugged in. I've got my flip phone charging off of it. I think we did it. It's time for an oil change. All right, so this video isn't to be an instructable. There's better videos on the internet if you want to change your own alternator, but I wanted to show you that someone with some mildly okay skills, and I'm mostly a carpenter or woodworker, someone with some okay skills can go in there and change an alternator. So you probably can too. But again, don't use this as a instructional. Go find a better video for that. This is just to show you that it can be done by someone with little to no car experience, although I'm getting more with each of these projects. But if you do try to follow this, do it at your own risk. Wear gloves, be safe. I should have had eye protection on. I don't know why I didn't, but at least I had the glove protection. And that's all I got for you. I'm going to do an oil change, but I've already got a successful oil change on the channel, so if you're working, work safely. If you're drinking whiskey, drink responsibly, but do everything with a little bit of whimsy, and you're going to have a good time. All right, I'll see you next time you're hanging out at Izzo's place.